Hi all. So I said last night that I would make a video to explain to you what I meant with the OneDrive files and being able to change or not change them. So I'm in Blackboard right now, and you can see if there's something that's underlined and it's blue, then that means that's a link to OneDrive. So if I were to say, click on the Boston Tea Party, it would open up into OneDrive. And this is the Boston Tea Party. Now, notice how in this version, I cannot edit it. Two reasons why. One is because this is a PDF, as you can see over here. The other is that this is a link that cannot be edited. So, for example, you might see, your students might see something like this with a file. But they can download it, and the download will be either over here or sometimes it comes up over here. And once they download it to their computer, if it's not a PDF, they can then edit it. Most of the files are not PDFs, so they can edit them. But they can't edit them in OneDrive, or they shouldn't be able to if they're using the links in Blackboard, because I have made those links non-editable for students. Now, if I go back to OneDrive, this is our 054 history module. Everybody who's teaching 054, I gave you the same permissions that I have so you can edit something. So if you go into history, you could edit any of these. Now you don't want to. Notice how in general my name is the last one that was modified by, because I did this back in either early January or November. Sometimes there are names afterwards, and either they were accidentally edited or they've been corrected. I do think that sometimes the name might show up if you download it, because I don't see any edits, for example, in the Black Panther Party platform reading. But over here, you can always download these, but you don't want to edit them within OneDrive, because if you make the change right in here, then these are the original files that link into everybody's course. But you'll see like there's 373 views because all the students are viewing them, but they can't edit it unless you were to give them permission to edit, which you do not want to do. So like this link here, it says share. You do have the ability, this is a powerful ability, to share this link with anyone so that they can edit. You do not want to do that. Do not share this link with anyone. People can download it, but you don't need to share it. If for some reason you wanted to share it, there really shouldn't be one, but let's just say you want to take out editing and then apply that. And then you'll get a link that people can view, but they can't edit. And that's the type of link that is in Blackboard. Now, what I think is happening is that some people, I don't know, but you may, when you're teaching, you may want to pull up the article and you may want to highlight as you're teaching, because we have the ability to project this up on the screen. But if you highlight what you have just pulled up from Blackboard, you are highlighting the original. So your highlights are now showing up in everybody else's course. So I want to show you another example where that happened. I did not make these highlights, but when I went into class last night, all of these highlights were in here, and pretty much what's highlighted is what goes with the note-taking page. And so my students had what was already in the note-taking page, which I did not want them to have. Now, if you want to do this, which is perfectly fine because it's a great teaching tool, first of all, save as, so download a copy to the desktop. So you can download it, and now it's going to come up down here, and it's going to open up in Word. And once it opens up in Word again, and you see this enable editing, you know that you have put it into your desktop. So you can enable editing, and you can save it to your documents or to your desktop or wherever it is that you want to save it. At that point, you can now edit it as much as you want because it's not the one that's in OneDrive, it's the one on your desktop. Now, let's say you edit this and you want students to have this. You want them to have the highlights, the edits that you have made. Well, you can do that. When you go back into Blackboard, simply go into this edit mode and attach it, upload it as a file. You can just browse my computer just like you used to because you don't have to have links. You don't have to do yours and links in the spring course. Nobody's going to copy your course into the new LMS. We have links in the course for the master course, which was then copied into your spring shell, but your spring shell can have files uploaded if you want that to be the case. So just to summarize, the links here go to the original in OneDrive. Do not change anything in these links. If you go into OneDrive, you may download them, or you can download them in Blackboard to your desktop, and then you can make changes, and then you can upload them as a file attachment. I hope this is helpful, and if you have further questions, please let me know. And if you did make these highlights, whoever made these highlights, please go in and take them out so that it's back to its original fashion. Thanks so much.